Hello. You know what sucks? Twitter. You know what's worse? People who use Twitter. I'd be hard-pressed to find a website with more toxicity, except maybe TikTok, but it has this video, so it's in the clear. The people on that website hate each other more than you apparently hate getting bitches. It's so fucking stupid. Twitter happens to also be the place where everything and nothing is taken seriously all at the same time. And if that sounds confusing to you, congratulations, you're normal. I would genuinely like to ask you when the last time you saw someone bring these two things up in the same conversation. Oh, not even once? Yeah, didn't think so. If you tried to talk to anyone over the age of 50 about that time you got L plus ratioed under a tweet about the annoying orange smoking crack, they would probably flatline instantly. However, the hellish state of that website is not the thing we'll be covering today. No, we're jumping into something so much deeper, so much more pointless. Twitter gimmick accounts, yay. You know when you're scrolling through Twitter and you see a video of a dog and you're like, whoa, that dog is so cute, that's a cute dog. Well, let's see who posted this, and then you look at the name and it's called something like Things I Want to Squish With My Boot? Yeah, that, my friend, is a gimmick account. Now, at this point, there are probably more gimmick accounts than people that remember that Manitoba exists, and trust me, there shouldn't be. These accounts can range from funny to pointless to... What the fuck? Give me a second. Sorry, after seeing that it felt obligatory. And to make you feel even more left out, gimmick accounts aren't even a new thing either. Like, at all. These things were around at the start of Twitter, but to be fair, they're significantly different to how they were back then. People used to be able to laugh at silly shit like a fake Steve Jobs account tweeting about a sandwich he ate, or Mario saying fuck. Fun fact, this is why Twitter verification now exists. But as to how these harmless little jokes evolved into seeing a picture of your grandmother on a Things I Want to Squish With My Boot tweet, I honestly have no idea, and I severely doubt I'll ever find one. Now, I originally planned to have a little bit here where you, the viewer, would try to guess between what's a meme account and what's a gimmick account. However, in my research, I found there was little to no difference between the two of them. Although this bit is pointless and I feel stupid. Now that you know what a gimmick account is, let's go through some of the specific ones. You know, the ones that made me giggle, and the ones that make me want to ram my fist through some drywall like a COD player who got told to pause the game. Or a fisherman on a slow day at the pond. Let's start off with the bad ones so we can get them out of the way first, and so that we have something to cleanse our eyes out with later. Now, if you were to guess what a common theme between a lot of the accounts would be, what would you guess? Lazy posts? Sure. Rude? I mean, I guess. Porn? Come on now, man. Now I gotta do the thing again. Unfortunately, you're correct. One of the worst offenders of this being an account called Gen Z Moments. This account started off as just something that would post like subpar, like Gen Z cringe, which is subjective and also a contender for the lamest sentence I've ever written down. If this is all they did, I honestly wouldn't care too much. However, they committed the gravest sin any gimmick account can commit. Selling out. The pipeline is slow. First it's the lamp, you know the lamp. Then it's the purple vibrator. And now, if you go to their account, it seems all they do is retweet OnlyFans promos, which I mean, get the bag, but I seriously don't want to see porn on the timeline. Can you imagine how hard that would be to explain to someone looking over your shoulder? It's like, no, it's not what it looks like. I followed the account for the cringe. Now excuse me, but I have to be a hater for a second. Santa decides annoys me in a way that something that doesn't affect me at all shouldn't. And by that I mean, they're annoying, and I think that's worse than the porn thing. That's right, it annoys me, and that's why it's bad. And they might be wondering how someone who only spreads positivity can just make me so darn angry, and if I'm honest with you, it's because it's too positive, and it creeps me out. To me, it just comes off as artificial and pandering, and I know that unwavering positivity is something that some people just desperately need. But I'm not the target audience, so I don't care for it. Also, it totally abandoned its gimmick, which in the eyes of a Twitter user is worse than killing someone. Whew, hating completed. Now let's get on to the funny, silly, and good ones. But first... Are you sick of this bit yet? There are very few reasons I still go on Twitter. Laughing at this image of a guy selling his first forklift is one of them. He just looks so happy. This comes from one of the really good accounts, called Dudes Posting Their W's, and honestly, it's exactly what you'd expect it to be. If you want to smile or just want to see some goofy things, or like a good example of guys being dudes, and I'd just go on that account and I'd scroll. And that's coming from the guy who just shot on happiness not even 3 seconds ago, so. Now, admittedly, this one really isn't a Gimmick account, it's just a meme account, but its name is funny, so I'm keeping it in anyway. Images that make you feel like a fish is a banger account based off branding alone. But the things it posts is okay too, I guess. I'd say a strong 2 out of every 3 posts on this account are actually fish related, but hey, that's alright with me. I like this one. This one's also pretty solid. This one isn't even on the account. I just thought it looked so awesome and I had to share. Now, a very unique account is one that goes by the name Make Up a Guy, and oh boy did they do just that. Literally, what is there more to ask for? These fuckers even have lore. Lore! On an account that posts such bangers as guy who takes his meds through Pez dispenser, and guy whose gender is sex. These are so raw. And this one also gets bonus points for responding to my friend James. That was very cool, thank you guys. And the last account I'm covering today is a little hard to describe. It's called Wikipedia, but I made them up. And no, it's not the account's concept that's hard to understand, at least I hope not, because if it is, then rather it's the things that they post, because even I have a hard time deciphering them sometimes. The posts on this account ranges from funny to confusing to just vaguely threatening. I just think they're neat. Thank you for coming on this journey with me through one of the weirder parts of Twitter. I know it was hard, so good job. Now, if you excuse me, I have to use the same bit for the 4th time in this video. Bye, I guess.